A bah. Oh, I have apparently made the model very, very tiny. I'm curious. If I do this... Okay, it does do that. You saw nothing. I suppose, though, that we'll do the traditional thing. Okay, good to know that works for every model. Which will be... I mean, it means that it's easier. If I ever get a stream deck, that'll make it a lot easier, me not having to freaking manually set up all the... Don't you dare eat my food, you bitch. We got the same leggies. It's all the same base model. Apparently a little bit of my freaking foot got cut off, but that's fine. As usual, the gloves stay on, but we got a nice comfy outfit going on. Also, I decided to cover my camera for a little bit so that you guys could get a good look at the base of the model. Rather than, you know, it being off kilter or whatever. For those that want the direct look of what the model looks like from the start. For those that want to... have, for reference purposes, ignore the fact that this outfit was very much posted in a way that you could see the references. Enjoy the lurk. Well, look, it's all nice and comfy. Spoiler alert. This is actually the outfit that's going to be for the anniversary model. I just also am making a full new base and whatnot for the anniversary model. I don't know if I will do any other outfits for the anniversary model. I might do like the comfy outfits I already have. But I suppose that we can actually get into what the model actually does. For those that weren't there for the VTuber Vault where I basically said what this was going to be, I based this off of those VR chat models where the entire mesh deforms based off of the audio input. However, I don't use audio input for, I don't use audio input for VTube Studio or anything. So this is all based off of my tracking. It is using all the vBridger parameters in order to give... I even have the freaking... if I move my mouth left or right. Let me... It is very hot today. I thought that just having my fan on would be enough, and I could keep the hoodie on, but no. My house is cursed with this thing called Oh, fuck, that hurts. I epilated last night, so my torso hurts. I also wasn't entirely sure if I'd get... I mean, this model took, like, 30 minutes to rig, because it's a shit post. But I wasn't entirely sure if I would actually get it done last night, because I decided to torso epilate, and that took me, like, 3 hours? I was debating on a few other things to add. I decided against it, though. There was a part of my brain that's like, what if I freaking add something specifically, like, for tongue out or whatever? And then I'm like, since the entire body's being moved, I feel as though anything that I could do for tongue out specifically would probably get me banned. Speaking of banned, I don't know if anyone saw, but, I mean, I know that some people saw, because some people liked it. But I got jump scared, last night, or this morning, while editing, because I got hit with the original image that I used as part of yesterday's short, meme portion. So I wound up getting... And I can't even show... I can't even show the cropped version of it that I got jump scared with in DaVinci Resolve, because the cropped portion is just, like, focusing specifically on the not safe for work aspect of the original freaking image. The thing is, I have, like, a half dozen images in that. I mean, I guess that some of them are in master, because a lot of the other images that I used were... A lot of the other images that I used were stuff that I use for everything, like my watermark, for instance. It's weird, though, because normally it'll take the clip and use that as the thumbnail. And this time it just decided, hey, we're gonna freaking use that image that you put of Reimu pounding Aon. So I guess it's a good thing I don't edit on stream, because that would be a freaking deleted VOD right there. But it's fine. I don't edit on stream anyway. It's like the only freaking creative thing that I don't do on stream. Because I obviously model on stream, I obviously rig on stream when I'm not, you know, setting up something for a special reveal, like the anniversary model. Which I haven't gotten to... I haven't gotten to the shading on it yet. It just dawned on me that this isn't clipped, so... Ooh, I also... I'm not using my massive textures like I normally do, but this isn't clipped, so the freaking hair bits are... The hair bits are casting shadows all the way to the back of the hair. I don't really care that much because this is a shitpost, but it is something that I noticed. Because things that are clipped don't auto-clip when transferred over. And I'd probably, like I said, I'd probably care a bit more if this was, like, a full-on model, like I would care. But yeah. I'm still debating as to how I want to go about the new model. As far as, like, the background goes, right? I was trying to see if I could find, a free background that just, like, requests credit. Because I have no problem with, crediting people whenever I do use some of their stuff. I just don't have the disposable to commission, like, a proper background. From the looks of it, though, I'm going to have to manually do a background for it. Because when it comes to the anniversary model, I do kind of want to set it up in a way that it fills up the whole screen. So I want it to be... Due to the nature of it, I want it to be more akin to like a gacha live 2D kind of deal. I mean, I've already kind of spoiled, like, the pose a couple times. And I wanted to lean more toward... I'll probably make a toggle to where I can remove the background for if I really, really want to use it for, like, gaming or anything. But, let me delete these. I don't need these. What is this? Oh, right, that's my, Shin-Yoku thing before I realized that they were both sharing. Where is it? I know that it's around here. There it is. But I've already... Yeah, whatever. I've already shared that I used this as the pose inspiration. Let me move this off to the side so I can actually... move it off to this side. That way I can yap about it without it covering over this. But this is like the long and short of the design of it. And people are... Everyone that I've shared it with is a not safe for work artist as well. Like I partially am. So they're really upset that I freaking covered over the ass with the skirt. And I'm like, I would. However... I can't freaking show that on Twitch. Nasu being male does not mean that I get a free pass to show full cheeks out, dude. But I might have to just freaking nut up or shut up and do the background myself. And by that I mean I probably am. However, I think I know what was used for the shapes on this. Because, I mean, it might not even be. However, I've been on Awara long enough to recognize a certain particular shape. Which is not exclusive to Awara, it is like a general pool, but I guess it's not, like, exact. It angles in 3 spots rather than it just being the 2 angle. So maybe I'm wrong. I'd probably use the 2 angle one though. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about like 3 angle kind of deal. I'd have to find a room that looks a way that I want. For a reference point. The only downside about it really is that how do I put this? I'm drawing a blank. The major downside about it is just that I don't know of any good places to actually look for building references. I mean, when it comes to angles like this, the old, tried and true advice of build it in Minecraft doesn't exactly work. Because, to the best of my knowledge, Minecraft doesn't have, like, slants. Ugh. I didn't realize how large I made it to where it could go if I freaking actually full open my mouth. Maybe I increased the sensitivity a bit. I don't know. The thing is, it moves enough because of it being on multiple parameters. Also, I apparently never closed all of my freaking Twitch tabs this morning. I just opened something and it opened in my other browser, so I forget my other browser. My other freaking window. So I got suddenly jump scared with, hey, here's the like 8 freaking Twitch windows or Twitch tabs you had open this morning. It is a little funny, though. Seeing the wide variety of things that people do for, like, their little April Fool's jokes. I mean, a lot of it this year, and it's people that are friends, so maybe they, like... either due to them being on the same wavelength, or they actually just talk to it and are like, hey, this is a good idea, we should just, you know, do this. But, like, 3 people I saw last night, got, like, customizable models and customized them into, like, femboy, e-boy versions of themselves. That were girls. So it definitely was a little amusing to... Let me take a look at something real quick. Okay, there's nothing in the... To just see the overlap. And some people were saying not to freaking do any, like, April Fool's joke models or anything. Or, like, do April Fool's jokes, because so much stuff has been going on this year, and I don't know, in my mind it's like, as long as you're not doing something that... Let me remove this, because I'm not talking about this anymore. As long as you're not doing something that is, like, mean or something, I don't think that there's a problem with it, because I think that we need a little bit of humor after the freaking... after the year or two that we've had, or year 5, or whatever, freaking... the past 18 years. Past 6 years at the very least, freaking... It's like, so much shit's going on, we shouldn't do April Fool's jokes on each other, and it's like... We need to have a little bit of humor, otherwise we're all gonna go mad. It's not like people are, like, actively being dicks in most of their, like, April Fool's jokes. In a lot of cases, they're just doing little goofy things, like they'll freaking change out models or use, like, Noah using Barrel's model. That's one of the big things that people do, is they just kind of swap models for a day. Or make, like, little joke models like I did. And I think that that's a cute little thing that you can do and not, you know... Like, last year I freaking used Teber's old model, which... Eesh. Boy, was that freaking interesting to see how far I've come again. Also, I apologize if you hear me eating. My stomach is not happy with me, so I really need to actually consume something. But I put more effort than I probably should have into this, to be honest. I mean, it took me 30 minutes. Like, I think it might have taken me longer to remember what all parameters I needed and to get this to actually properly port over to Live 2D, because apparently it doesn't accept PNGs? Just raw PNGs? It has to be a PSD? That being said, that does mean that I can, even if I can remember what tab this is in. Is it customized model? I have no memory of what is... What is this? I'm trying to find the outlines, is what I'm trying to find. Oh, that's my glasses. Okay, that's the... Okay, so this is... Because I can get rid of all the outlines, because I just tossed in the PSD of the thing itself. And I'm actually kind of surprised as to how clean it actually is. I think, though, that those are the only two things that I can... that have, like... Yeah, that's my hair. I can bald myself still. That is still an option. Which I actually did do, I did do separation a bit more in the new model. I'm not entirely sure if I will compress them down, but separating color from the lines might allow me to highlight better, which is a problem that I've run into once or twice. Is I try to put highlights. Liss is the best example for that. I try to put highlights, and since multiply will darken anything, pretty much, it doesn't have a problem with the outlines, because it can't darken more than black. Lightning, however, does have a problem with the black outlines, so I still have to be conscious of it. But I did want to do a little something. I didn't realize that it was going to be a Wednesday until I was making the schedule. But I didn't feel like waiting an entire year, because I'm going to be honest, where it is a good little shitpost, I don't think that it's good enough to surpass... I don't think it's good enough to wait for a year, and I don't think that it would surpass anything that I might come up with, like, in a following year or something. I think that... I think that when it comes to... When it comes to this is one of those things where it kind of had to be done when I thought of it. Otherwise, it was... I mean, it very well could have just left my mind by then. Because the only reason this came to mind is this time around is because I was... It came to mind while I was fresh in the 3D mines. Because we had what? Liz and Sin were... When were Liz and Sin? 2 months ago, because Gaz was last month, right? Well, I mean, I guess 3 months ago now, since we are in April. It would be 2 months ago, because Liz and Sin's was, like, right at the tail end of that month. Yeah, they were in January. So, I was fresh out of the 3D mines for that. Because my 3D mines actually did last until... partway into the new year, because of shit that happened in freaking December. And then I still didn't get, like, everything I wanted done. Did I ever show you guys the actual example I had? Hey Sam, how you doing tonight? And thank you! It took me all of 30 minutes to make. I mean, I guess it took me more than that because... drawing it took me, like... I don't know, what was it? An hour? 2 hours? The VOD still exists when we actually drew it. I'm clothed in this, so I can actually show this. This happened while I was fucking around in VR chat. So I need to figure out a way to... I might need to just increase the number of bones in the hair. That might just be the play. Because I think there's only 8 bones in the hair. I don't know. The problem is that I think they're too stiff. I had to stiffen them so that they wouldn't impale me. Every time that I moved. But now, if I... use some of the Go-Go Loco poses, freaking whatever, this happens. Because I was trying to find a decent, What, Archie, did you not see this, or are you talking about the model? It's my new model. Unless you're talking about the, S-foils in an attack position. All of me talks, what do you mean? I don't even know if you were following me for that drawing stream. That was a while back. I actually have the VOD for it. Because I was going to make it a longer video, but I didn't wind up doing it. It's React Andy bullshit, double yapping, quick jog. Actually, what is this? I don't know what this is. Yeah, I've made a few shorts of them, of that drawing stream, because I just didn't have the... It wasn't that I didn't have the time for it, but at this point I've decided that I'm just gonna do the shorts, and I might do like I see if I can get all of the actual talkie bits into a single short. Where the fuck is it? Is it this? I don't know what this is. Aside from me bitching about the heat, apparently, in that video. Oh, outfit designs. There it is. December 21st, it looks like. But I originally meant to turn it into, like, a more normal video. But then I didn't have time. And I started putting it into shorts because I would run out of other things. And currently I have a backlog of clips, so... Speaking of behind-the-scenes stuff and, like, shorts and whatnot, I think we are safely within the past the 1K range on YouTube, so I might actually make a short talking about it tomorrow. Because I talked about it on the stream a bit, but I didn't really, until I got a little bit of breathing room after the 1K, I didn't want to, like, confirm, and it was a good thing, too. Because... I did have a little bit of bleed off. I was down to 999 yesterday. Because that... I don't know if anyone freaking... has been around long enough to know, but... I still have a lot of people that exclusively followed me for either Ruby content. For some reason, they're freaking still following me 10 years later. Or like Metro or other like games that I played. Which, I mean, I guess that those ones aren't gonna like leave unless they specifically hate VTubers. But yeah. We'll go here. But I wanted to have a little bit of breathing room on it. But I talked about this yesterday. It is my first time reaching 1K on something solo, as opposed to being connected to like a bigger entity. So, you know, it's a little point of pride, I guess. Where I'm like, oh, that's fucking sick. I can take, like, exclusive pride in this for myself. As opposed to... you know, some instances before where... it's like, yeah, it was a group effort, though. Was it me? Was it everyone else involved? Who fucking knows, dude? I do also kind of enjoy... I don't know if enjoy is the right word. It is interesting to see how things behave across different platforms. Because I just opened up my browser that has Facebook and Instagram on it. And it has gotten a single view on Facebook, and it has gotten 16 on Instagram. It has performed very poorly as opposed to on YouTube, where it has gotten over 1,000 views. I don't know. Seeing the discrepancy between different platforms is always interesting to me. And it seems like... I don't know what specific points of note do it. But it does seem like the things that are on the Edge browser are opposed to YouTube, like, completely. If they do 1K over there, they're going to do, like, maybe 100 or so on YouTube. If they do 1K on YouTube, they're going to do poor over on those like they did today. Aside from the outlier of Toho content, because much like the reason why my Toho days are my slow days on streams, I'm not branded as a Toho creator. Like, in the algorithm. So I don't get put into it, like, into the right eyes. I did realize, though, that, I missed my chance to shill one of my favorite art pieces that I've done yesterday. And I kind of want to redo that piece, to be honest. Because I've learned a lot since I did it. Both in the realm of, you know, skill in general, and also shading and composition and how parts, I don't know, how fleshy bits, freaking whatever you want to call it. The booba squish, to put it bluntly, figured out better how those things interact with each other. The only downside about the shitpost model is that me bobbing my head is not as evident, because I just kind of sway because I don't have... I mean, I guess I do have this. It doesn't actually freaking take my Z into account as much as I thought it would. Ooh, I'm gonna make myself dizzy doing that. And my VTube Studio died. One moment. On my phone, I should correct too. I don't know why it randomly does that. It's because Apple hates everyone. Is it a heat thing? I would like to get one of those, phone holders that has, like, a heat sink on it. Because I don't need... I don't need to move it. The iPhone that I have was gifted to me specifically for tracking. Though speaking of which, I do need to get a replacement of my actual phone because even the power button's starting to kinda to fall out. Alright, enjoy Slep. I mean, today will probably be a bit of a shorter stream for me anyway. Because I'm just yapping and yapping and yapping. I didn't have anything else planned because it's a Wednesday. I don't do things on Wednesdays. I mean, I could theoretically do Dinoblade. I don't know how long the Dinoblade demo is. Dinoblade demo typically lasts about 1 hour, ending after the main boss fight. We could do Dinoblade. If it's only an hour, then it's not really one of those things that'll really be necessary to have, like, for its own dedicated stream. And Dino Blade is kind of goofy enough for me. Like, it's really well put together. It's not like a shitpost like this model is, but it is a goofy concept, so it is kind of fitting for a April 1st stream. I mean, it apparently has an update, so. But after ad, I guess we'll play that for a bit. I have no idea if Dino Blade is a category that actually really has anything in it. It has 87 followers and nobody watching it right now. We will go into games and demos. Because at the end of the day, I am still a creator, and I will still pour myself out to the gods of creation and do the more optimal thing as far as content goes. I say as I am in a model that took me 30 minutes to rig, and is a actual shitpost. Only the most optimal of strategies in this stream. Oh, one thing I do want to yap about, after break. I'm gonna pause this song. I really have to use... Hey Whoop Whoop, how you doing tonight? I forgot that I immediately get put back to this spot whenever I freaking click on that. Whoops. I mean, I'm going to be freaking shifting over into the corner anyway in a moment because I'm going to be... We're going to be playing a little bit of a game. Is my controller charged? I'm pretty sure I would charge it after every... It should have an hour worth of charge, right? Surely it has an hour worth of charge. Dino Blade, because I was informed last week? Earlier this week? I don't know. Somewhere along the lines. That it has a demo that's actually out. And I've been kind of interested since I saw the first, like, little... tech things, animation things that they showed off. And the demo's apparently only an hour long. And the concept of it's goofy enough that it seems fitting for... Oh, we will find out how well it is coming along right now. Do I have my Bluetooth turned on for this? Yes. Unreal! Oops, did it crash just because I freaking tabbed out? Okay, it didn't. I need to play Risk of Rain at some point. Okay, we are having... Do that. I've heard good things. Let me move myself about here. That'll work. Even with the shitpost, like, there's certain parts of it that I see that my freaking... Apparently my brain just subconsciously decided that we needed to be a little more presentable. I am kind of digging the concept art that they show off when entering. Are you going to accept just in... Not entirely sure how to feel about the fact that it brings up Xbox. Because that's the idea of this model. It's April 1st. So I decided to do a little shitpost model based off of those VR chat models where instead of the mouth moving on them, the entire mesh moves with the audio. Except I did this in Live 2D, and did this with all the parameters that are normally used for VBridger. So weird shit like this happens. Oh, because this is off-center, that's why this does that. That's not actually off the edge, that's just off the edge of the visible range. That's where I went wrong. Would you like to pick up the game? OBS Doko? Yoo-hoo, OBS, would you like to work? Alright, capture a specific window. If I manually select Dino Blade, and then I shift it back to any full screen application. Oh, are you not gonna forget? Okay. Black Mesa let me do that little cheat. I know that any gacha games, for some reason, refuse to let you pick them up with anything aside from monitor capture, which is kind of fucking sucks, I'm gonna be honest. We need to turn this volume down a little, though. I'll put this down to 75, thank you. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. 90's fine. If we see pop-in, we'll expand that, I guess. Aside from that, I don't really care. Is this gonna matter? Not really. Even on Ultra, it doesn't matter. It just increases how dense it is. The models for it are not really changed. We do want to add a frame limit, otherwise the game just decides to eat everything, especially because it's an Unreal game and has no self-control. Yep, let's do this shit. When the flesh failed, we bound ourselves to the blade. What? Are we a cult of freaking... Are we a sword cult? Oh shit, that one's got the freaking... Okay, I stand corrected. Had freaking gold CS gold CS skin on it. It's very blue and red. I thought they were gonna keep my vision dark until I...
Such fragile body, yet still clinging on to life.
God?
Step forward if you wish to live.
Soulbind. Oh my god, a Carnotaur with a scythe? That's sick as hell. Left bumper to block, time your block right before the attack to deflect. Blocking consumes stamina, while well-timed deflect restores both stamina and resonance. That's pretty heavy for a light attack, dude. Blocking and attacking consumes stamina. When stamina is depleted, blocking will fail. Oh good, a jump attack does just say fuck you to any enemy that I run into. That's heavy attack. Oh. Hello? Are we playing Jurassic Park 3 for the Sega Genesis? Or is it Jurassic Park Fighter? I don't remember the name of the game. What is the Jurassic Park fighting game? I just remember that the freaking Spino in that... Okay, that's my heal. I have a ranged attack. Do I... Okay, I run by clicking the stick. That's unexpected.
So you've finally taken form. I was beginning to grow bored.
Okay, my OBS is not able to keep up with this. So let me lower the quality a little. Oh, actually. Wait, I don't really need upscaling. We do that. The problem is that I have to freaking play around with it a bit more because it's at the end of the day, it is still an Unreal game. Okay, well, I'm at least not freaking dropping to 0 frames while just walking. It was the upscaling that did it. I'm a fool. I forgot about upscaling for Unreal games. Oh, shit! Am I playing Arknights? I thought I was approaching a fog wall. Get fucked. SP, okay, that's not what I need. It do be kind of sick, though. Level up. Do I just automatically get new stats for leveling up, or...? Am I just bullying a... My guy didn't even have a weapon. Even the little guys have weapons. Come on, don't you want to fight back? The smaller guys I can freaking stun lock with light attacks. I don't have to worry about that. I do wish I was a little faster without doing the sprint, though. It's my only real complaint so far. Granted, I guess when am I going to be not sprinting aside from if I specifically want to RP walk? When a boss is resolved, bar maxes out, clean deflect unleashes a bone-shattering counterattack. Why do you say boss? Oh, that's why you said boss. Oh, it's a Scythe. Scythe Carnotaur. He's kind of shit at freaking actually hitting. Okay, we're playing Sekiro, is what we're doing. We have to freaking deflect multiple times in a row. Pretty sick. Dickhead, you missed. What are you doing? Summoning skill. Boss souls you have absorbed will answer your call? Oh, that's sick. Character page. Press open the character page, unlock new abilities. So from boss SP, increase your attributes from blue souls. You've collected, use new weapons you found. Okay! Warrior who once stood at the forefront of the Forgotten. Okay. Hello? Increasing stamina would probably be a good play. .40 resonance to activate. Freezes all enemies is kind of neat. I get an actual anime attack. I think I want this one. I'll go with the anime attack. Why not? I haven't really run out of stamina, but we'll get 100 stamina. I'll put a little bit extra into health. Okay, so the blue souls are for... Wait, there was a blue soul back here that I didn't get because it was up top in an area. It was like up on that rock there. Okay, I'm gonna loop around to this, it looks like. At least the sprint doesn't take stamina. Considering you kind of have to sprint for like a reasonable level of speed. Son of a bitch. Is this a dead end? Is this a... Okay, there is a thing back there. Good thing I came back here. Blue soul. What are you? Boss SP increased. Cool. So I can get the other thing I wanted, which was the meteor slice, I believe. Okay. The placement of it makes me wonder if I'm going to ever, like, wind up using it all that much. It being on the D-pad in an ARPG is... a little questionable, I guess is the best way to put it. Not like I'm... I don't know how to put it exactly. Not like I'm questioning the logic behind it, because there's only so many buttons you have on an average controller, but I am questioning how easy it will be in actual combat. From the top rope. Yeah, that tracks. I should have figured that was gonna hurt if I freaking just dropped down like that. I do wonder if in the full game, enemies are going to respawn periodically. You're a big guy. Oh, I've got the red line showing up again. Motherfucker. The screen tearing I'm used to. I think my monitor in general is just showing its age. Alright, one moment. Am I gonna be able to freaking swap what port this is in without everything breaking? Ooh, there's a lot of heat being produced back there. Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, I don't know many ARPGs that don't have respawning enemies. It's just probably one of those things that you implement later down the line rather than having your demo just allow everyone to freaking... Oh, he fucking parried me! What an asshole! That fucking... These parasaurs are fucking beefy, dude. I'm getting my ass kicked by herbivores. Get 100 of this. Up my damage to 250 if I can. I cannot. I keep forgetting that I stay in sprint mode, or like run mode, from the, like, even when I'm not actively moving. Which, throws me off, and then I freaking... I don't know what the heck's there that's getting me caught on the geometry. It's not a combat spot, so I'm not all that worried about it, but it was a little weird. I saw someone moving down here. Oh, it's another parasaur. God damn! Oh shit! I'm still on a recharge! No! Wait, I didn't get to do the cool thing, fuck! Leave me alone! Oh, fuck! Problem is, I don't know which way's progress and which way's exploration. Ooh! Alright, we're freaking pulling out the... Okay, both of these, this is just a split path to get to the same spot. Fucking Dark Souls style ambush there, little bastard. Oh, so sick, dude. Oh, a berry. Little crackhead Nathus. Not a compy at all. Way too big for a compy. Oh, that'd be terrifying if they freaking had something as small as compies. The amount of times that I'd probably swing over their heads. Compies would probably be an environmental hazard, if anything, if I had to guess. Come on, lads. Group up, group up, group up. Ahem, group up. Ow, fuck. Alright, fine, fuck you. Sir? Oh, do you finally remember that you're one of my enemies? You know, it's times like this that I really gotta wonder, what the fuck left these skulls? What titanic group of T-Rexes lived at some point in time to leave these fucking skulls? Art direction-wise, it's sick as hell. However, I'm very terrified of that idea. When an enemy's weapon glows red, their attacks cannot be blocked. Good to know. Motherfucker hits like a truck, though. Oh. Okay, I saw the red glow on that. Read it out! I'm a level 11. Why am I? Maybe they're just not available in the demo? Let's get to 1k health. Yeah, seems like a good spread right now. I do kind of wish that the red was a little more obvious. If it's supposed to be an indicator that I can't block the attack. Because when it did the attack there, the red only showed up in the middle of the slash, and by then it's too late to dodge instead of try and block. Do you fucking mind, dude? Hey. When did I tell you you could lay on my desk? Who the fuck do you think you are, bitch ass? Who the fuck do you think you are? Over there. You did the thing again! Why do you always, every single time, all of you, step on the phone that has the Stream Deck stuff on it? Every fucking time, dude. I just realized I did not ever switch my category. I believe I was going into the cave. Am I going up or am I... The side seems like a dead end, so this is the way I'm going. Pretty sick. There's something back here. This looks like a little hidden area. Aha! What are you? What is this? Heal ore increased. Oh! Oh. Okay, that's invisible wall. I did use a lot of my spirit though. Oh, wait. Okay, so yeah, I guess that these aren't... available in the demo, because I can't... select it. Make it to 75? No. Increase stamina regen speed, increase damage by 10%. I'll keep with Kira. Hey, that's a pretty major bug. It just let me buy this a second time. Well. Dev, if you're free, if you happen to watch this at some point, let me actually tag the YouTube stream with Dino Blade. Maybe I'll freaking find it. I'll just have to remember later to untag or unset the tag so that it doesn't tag future streams with it. Bitch. They're pretty generous with the blue souls, though. Can I get to 300? Nope. Nope. New area? Is he gonna freaking... This might be the final boss for the demo. Oh, fuck! Okay, if he stomps with his foot, I can... He's got so much freaking AoE on that. Good lord. Oh, that's not the attack I meant to use, but it works. Come on. Do an attack. Oh! Come on. Sir? Oh, phase 2. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Ow. I need to roll into him for that type of attack. I'm trying to bait out the freaking throw, because the throw seems to be the best one to freaking punish. Hello, sir? Yep, dead. I'm trying to freaking find an attack where he probably, I don't know if he even has any attacks that I can punish as far as, God damn it. I need to I need to freaking not try and get away from him on those. Because if I try and go away, I don't have the freaking... I don't get enough iframes from rolling in order to actually... Yeah. need to regain some stamina. Ow. Ow. Okay, I don't think I get iframes from... Okay. That actually does do a decent amount of damage, so it is kind of worth. Damn it. He seems to actually give a little more warning when his attacks are actually unblockable as opposed to the previous guy. Outroll, catching. Alright, I need some... I need the stamina. Oh! Gotta fucking lock in. Close. The only problem is that I get so used to having all of my maneuverability at the... all the time that when I get freaking kicked back into having no maneuverability, I freaking... Ow! I'm gonna fucking die on this one. Oops. For some reason, my brain said to hit X in order to freaking... attack. That's a wasted heal. But I'm sure won't come to bite me in the ass later. Out. Alright, I need to regain my stamina. Get him away from that rock, otherwise he's gonna freaking... Alright. Pretty sick. Whew. 3 from that, so I'm gonna guess that that might be the final. Oh, okay, I had to get past this boss in order to unlock these. Okay, because it requires 2 SP. It doesn't give me that information. I think that might be the end of the demo anyway. Based off of what I read when I searched it. And a new sword. Thank you for playing. Please wishlist Dynablade and leave a review on the Steam page. That's the That's the weirdest freaking... Thank you for playing I've ever gotten in a demo. Let me move back here. Put the music back on. Switch back to just chatting. Oh, Jesus. Hey, Desktop, thanks for the donut. How you doing tonight? Scared the shit out of me. It is hot, and last night was Appalachian, so it is also painful. What? Stop giving me that look. You absolute cretin. Urgh. Urgh. Who the fuck do you think you are? No. You know the rules, no claws. I love seeing someone trying to play an unoptimized demo for an Unreal game on the... Okay, they openly state that it's probably a UE problem. But they were playing it on Stream Deck, and that's the reason why they're giving it a shit review. Steam Deck. I don't even know if this thing's labeled as being off. Yeah, this doesn't have Steam Deck as its compatibility and mark. What the fuck? I just got fucking deafened because Steam decided, oh hey, we know that you normally don't have audio on for the freaking trailers, but we're just going to start suddenly playing the trailer at full volume. So I just got bombarded with full volume heavy metal. Fuck you, Steam. I'm gonna send you my freaking... eardrum repair bill, you bastards. But let me see. My Discord, okay, my Discord audio is... Oh. the fuck? Oh, because I'm on shuffle. Why did you go all the way back to there? What the fuck? Got about 2.5 hours. Today was going to be a shorter day just because, you know, it's normally my off day. I just kind of wanted to do a little goofy... Oh, God, my wrist is fucking killing me now. It's my left wrist, so it's not as bad. It's not gonna freaking stop me from working on stuff, but... Do I have any other real things to... I don't think I have anything else. Yeah, we'll go with that. Tomorrow, we're back on regular schedule. Which Thursdays are going to be interesting because that's kind of the only... That's kind of the only day that I don't have... Or the only day that I... The only day that we're not close to beating the game that we're on. I do have something very interesting that I've got to do. I got sent 2 lewd games. So at some point we'll be doing those on Blue Twitch, and they want me to do like YouTube videos, so I'm gonna have to remember to record those streams. And then I'm going to have to edit down the actual, like, VODs and, you know, go through and censor everything. The basic combat doesn't seem like it's going to be a big problem. I just, you know, obviously don't want to, even just exclusively on YouTube, don't want to stream it because I have no idea if they have... I mean, I can check, I guess. If they have, you know, stream safe option. Those would be YouTube exclusive, though. Because I know that YouTube doesn't get mad when you play, like, Honey Pop or anything, as long as you don't, you know, just blatantly show hole on stream. But one of those I do have to get done before anniversary. So maybe this Friday we do? My Saturday and Sunday are going to be a bit up in the air because... I mean, Sunday I have no idea if my father and sister are going to go to my brother's for Easter. I'm not, because I know that his ex-wife's going to be there, and I fucking refuse. There are so many things that I would rather do than deal with his ex-wife for even 5 minutes that I don't even think I can mention half of what surpasses that on Twitch or YouTube. But let's find someone to raid. Because I'm pretty much done. Next Monday, I might do this other game that I got sent for free, which I can actually stream on Twitch. But let's see. There's a Pran doing just chatting. What the fuck? Pren's working on art, it looks like. Not actually. Pren is ending! Never mind, I lied. One moment, Emergency. Alright. Crisis averted. Well, let's see who's going. Grub is going. Could raid into Grub. I'm not opposed to that idea. He's doing some rigging. Sure, we'll raid into him. Tomorrow we're back under our usual schedule with our regular models. Regularly scheduled program, regularly scheduled model. There's the socials. You can join the Discord, follow me on Blue Sky, or follow me on Twitter, and I keep up to date on things such as when I go live, what I'm going live with, and art, like you see right before you. Normally, it is, you know, higher effort than a shitpost. That being said, that's going to be it for me tonight. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for the follows, raids, donos, all that good jazz, and I will see you guys tomorrow if all goes to plan. You know the rules, behave yourselves, don't make a fool out of me, out yourselves, otherwise we won't deal with you any longer. Send plenty of love. Love y'all. Bye.